Okay, so it's 7:05 in the morning and we've just set off from Winter Garden, Florida, and we are heading up to North Carolina. It's probably going to be about a 10 or 11 hour drive, maybe a bit more depending on how long we stop in different places. Our first planned stop is Jacksonville, which is about 2.5 hours, and we're going to stop there. We've spotted a little cafe that we want to go to for breakfast. So until then, I'm sure here's some sort of driving scene, and I'm going to have my first Red Bull. Not sponsored. Please sponsor me. Just having some quiet time in the car. We're about 10 miles from Jacksonville Beach now, where we're going to stop for some food. But it's taken a bit longer than we wanted it to. Traffic backed up a bit. Jen needs to pee. There's a tractor in front of us that isn't moving. And it's all Chris's fault. So just a quiet time. And just to stress, that's quiet time 2.5 hours into a 9-day road trip. Good times. So you're checking Instagram to see what's recommended.
I'm looking at Instagram to see what picture looks delicious. I think I want to get the broken egg biscuit sandwich. It has a fried chicken dinner.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It looks delicious. The broken egg biscuit sandwich.
How would you like your egg cooked?
Over easy?
Over easy, and it comes with potatoes. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
And for you?
Could I get the brisket Benedict, please?
Absolutely. And what would you like as your side? You can do either potatoes or grits.
Potatoes.
Potatoes?
Please. How many calories are in your breakfast?
1,290.
And how many calories a day are you supposed to have?
Like 1,100.
Mine is a very healthy 900 calories. I've gone for Eggs Benedict with brisket and jalapeno on top. It sounds incredible. So what is this?
It's got a chicken tender and a fried egg and a biscuit with gravy and potatoes.
It's pretty good. And I've got brisket, barbecue maple sauce, poached eggs, hollandaise sauce, waffle, and potatoes. And a Coke. So that was pretty legit breakfast. It was called Another Broken Egg Cafe, and the food was really good. Did you like it?
Thumbs up! Super delish.
Super delish.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's been an incident. There may have been a drone crash. I was landing it on this little sandy dune behind me on the beach, and as it was coming down, there was a huge gust of wind, and the drone just flew away. And before I could even think to control it or try, hit that building really hard, somewhere up there. I lost connection to the drone, so Find My Drone doesn't really work. Well, it does. I have a location, but it doesn't beep because the drone's not on anymore. I have managed to find the building manager, and he said he would go and check on a couple of floors for us because we have a pretty good idea of which balcony up there, here. Jen blames me, I blame technology. It was probably me. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed.
There's 2 pieces.
Oh my goodness. he found it. It's intact as well. It doesn't seem to be banged up at all. The battery came out, hence I lost connectivity to it, but the building manager went up a couple stories and he found it on the balcony and he brought it down and it looks in pretty good condition. So we need to get back on the road because that took about 50 minutes from it crashing to it being recovered. So Jen's gonna drive for a bit and I'm gonna look at the flight log and see if I can work out what went wrong. But I'm so relieved that I at least have a drone for the trip. Although I guess if I lost it, I could get a better drone. Jen, I don't think it works. Okay, so the drone appears to be okay. Obviously, I'm in the car, so I haven't flown it, but I've turned it on and it's connected to the controller and everything seems to be okay. The gimbal moves around. Unfortunately, because I was landing it, I'd stopped recording, and therefore the actual flyaway and crash, I don't believe I have. I've looked on the app on my phone. I haven't looked on the SD card that's in the drone yet, so it might be on there, but as far as I can tell, I wasn't recording because I was just landing the drone, which sucks. So we're now back on the road, behind schedule. And where we're going to now, we're going to an Airbnb in a place called Boone in North Carolina, and it's quite remote. I think it's kind of in the middle of, not in the middle of nowhere, but I think it's kind of remote. So we're going to stop at Publix just before we leave Florida to stock up on some goodies like cookies and chips and soda and all that stuff. So we're going to go to Publix quickly, fill up with gas, get some goodies, and then we need to put our foot down. So Jen said that she was in charge of choosing the snacks and supplies. So we got some chocolate chip cookies, some banana muffins, ooh, mini red velvet donuts. Wow, you've really gone all sugar here. Some, oh, balanced sour cream and onion rice crisps. So this is the healthy option. What else do we have here? We have some mesquite chips, some Red Bull, some water, some candies, more cookies, Jaffa cakes. Okay, so I think we're set. In this video, it's going to appear like Jen has done all the driving. That's actually not true, but we just haven't filmed very much, really. So if it looks like Jen's doing all the driving for 11, 12 hours, that isn't the case. And we're now in South Carolina. We were in Georgia really briefly from Florida. We previously lived in Texas, and you can drive for 10 hours in Texas and still be in Texas. And we left Florida, and within like an hour, it felt, we were out of Georgia and into South Carolina. So it's kind of exciting to get to go across state lines so freely. You're kind of landlocked in Texas, and you just can't get out of it. Thankfully, I did. Anyway, this is number 2. Still not sponsored.
Continue on I-95 North for 194 miles.
Okay, so we're still en route to our destination in North Carolina, but we've actually taken a slight detour. We're going to go via a place called Gaffney in South Carolina because we were reading that they have a 143-foot water tower, I think, but it's basically a giant peach. And when I told Jen that, she got excited and said that she wanted to go see it. So we're taking a detour to go and see a 143-foot giant peach.
It looks like a butt.
Yes. Okay, so we made it to Gaffney. It's just after 7 o'clock. The gate to get in here closed at 5 o'clock, which doesn't really matter because it's just like an extra few feet. But basically that's it. It's a big orange ass with a leaf. She's delighted that we came. I can't. Okay, we made it. We're in North Carolina, Boone, to be exact. It's a little after 10 p.m, so that's about 14 or so hours driving or journey time. But that does include stopping for lunch, stopping for breakfast. We stopped for gas a few times. There was a drone incident. But we made it. The last sort of hour or so of the drive was just ascending up a mountain, but it's pitch black, so we can't really see where we're at or what the outlook is. But we've come up a long way, very winding, narrow roads. So I'm really excited to see the outlook of where we are in the morning. We're staying in an Airbnb. It's a really nice, like, annex apartment on the back of an enormous house in a mountain. So we'll get to all of that. But I'm knackered.
I'm tired.
Jen did, to be fair, a big part of the driving. You definitely...
Me.
Yeah, you did. It's amazing that we got here. So that's that. Night. It's a suspension bridge. It suspends between 2 points and goes over a ravine.
I never considered why it's just
Okay, things have gotten desperate. It's been hours since I started needing the bathroom. If no one ever sees me again, thanks for watching.